Family at Sunset started as a request. I have no idea where the original video that I took the request is on. Sometimes I wonder if the person who requested the piece even knows what I've turned it into. I just wanted to redraw a piece one day, ended up picking Family at Sunset, and the rest is history. Every time I draw Family at Sunset, I redesign all of the characters. This time, I wanted to do things differently from last year. I've always tried to stick to the books' descriptions, so this time I decided not to reference them at all, simply going off of memory. Hawkwing and Twig Branch didn't change much aside from Twig Branch now being a long hair, but Violet Shine got some extra shine. I gave her some fur tufts on her head and made her eyes purple instead of yellow to better match with the colors of the rest of the piece. I've set the piece at different distances from the characters over the past few years. Since I set it pretty far away last year, I decided to set it closer this year. This gave me an easy opportunity to focus on Violet Shine's face, so I took it. Interestingly, I have as many redraws with her holding a piece of prey as I do her not holding one. Before I checked, I thought she had it in most of them. I decided not to have her hold the piece of prey in this one so she could snarl, but I still wanted to incorporate it. So, I decided to have it laying behind Hawkwing and Twig Branch, dropped after Violet Shine decided she was unwanted. This piece has not always been about conflict. The first redraws in the original piece were meant to be happy. Over time I made it moodier, until eventually it became about Violet Shine feeling unloved. I swear it was inspired by a scene in the books, but maybe I just made it up at some point and convinced myself it was real. This scene is ironic, since Twig Branch is the one that left SkyClan in the end. The idea is that Twig Branch and Hawkwing are getting along very well, and Violet Shine came to bring them some prey, but hesitated at seeing them so comfortable together. Her life has been tumultuous, and didn't leave her much room to develop social skills or good connections. Seeing Hawkwing and Twig Branch getting along brought feelings of inadequacy to the surface. The colors of the piece turned out very pink and purple. I tried to incorporate more blue, but it didn't want to happen. Older redraws are more based in yellow, and the 2021 incorporated a fair amount of green, but just as many of them involve pink and purple. I just can't escape that combo, it seems. I have my own personal color code that I use for character designs, and some of it subverts the typical color conceptions. I wasn't trying to use it here, but it does work. Pink is typically associated with love. In my color coding, it's associated with dedication, whether that's to a cause, topic, or individual. Blue is typically associated with sadness or calmness, so I picked it as my color for hunger. Blue in a design or drawing means the character is lacking something they yearn for. Purple, often associated with royalty, is the color of success and perfection. Characters associated with purple are seeking success in whatever manner they define it. Hawkwing and Twig Branch are the closest to the pink sun, showing their dedication to each other. Violet Shine, toward the foreground, is surrounded by dark blue trees, showcasing her yearning. Before I show off the finished piece, here are all the past ones. I've definitely improved quite a bit over the past few years. I love doing redraws because I find reinterpreting past pieces very fun. I actually did 2 other redraws this year, though they weren't Warriors related. To tell the truth, I've been wishing that I picked a different piece for this tradition. It's not that the concept is bad or that I don't enjoy drawing it. I just wish it was something that I had a stronger attachment to. Violet Shine was one of my favorite Division of Shadows characters, but she's far from my favorite Warriors character, and though Warriors holds a special place in my heart, I don't have nearly the level of passion for it that I had when I first drew the piece. I'm not a very excitable or high-energy person. Warriors gave me something to look forward to. I miss being so dedicated to something for such a long time. Most of my passions have been fleeting lately, but it's intended to be a peek at the past, so why shouldn't it be something nostalgic?